Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Lucid's Tournament Game 7, where we are playing Helheim. It is turn 54. What that means? It means we didn't get massive attacks from Caleb. Yay! I mean, it could just happen next turn, but at the very least, the game did not suddenly end for us. So, let's take a look at what is happening this turn, shall we? We have completed Conjuration 5, which is cool. Conjuration 5 gets us a couple of different things. Mostly things like air elementals, earth elementals, water elementals, and fire elementals. I should have just said elementals, but whatever. And now we're going up Blood 7. Hanga 4 has claimed the Throne of Earth. Sweet. I don't know if we really talked about the Throne of Earth last episode. It's been a while since I did the last turn, I think. But the Throne of Earth is going to be potentially very good for us. Just getting additional reinvigoration is pretty nice since we're so reliant on Sacreds. We have a dire portent. Renil Wo Wessel. That's something, again, that's a reference, I think, but I don't know what it is. Tirnanog has put up Eternal Pyre, which is interesting. So, that's an issue. We got a whole bunch of different things. Reanimation, Dark Knowledge found nothing, Revive a King, Bowl of Blood found nothing, Corpseman of Construction once, twice, Our Respects found nothing. We got another Ice Devil, Bifrons, very cool. That's actually really interesting. We'll talk about that here later. Auspex, Augury, Dark Knowledge, nothing, nothing, nothing. Haruspex, nothing. Voice of Apsu finds a Weeping Stone. Cool. That is +1 water. Did some more reanimation. Did some gnome lore, found nothing. And then Sigurdriva, site searching in Defaros, finds a cracked tower. And this is actually pretty awesome because we already have. So we get out of the Throne of Earth. We get 3 Earth Gems. Sorry, my brain died there. So we get 3 Earth Gems just from the Throne of Earth itself, right? Which is awesome. And then we have, it started with a Windspire, and we have found a cracked tower. So we also get 3 Air Gems. That's pretty good. Okay, so Blood Hunters have found a total of, what are we looking at? 93-ish blood sacrifices, I believe. And then we have a battle in Robber Home. 93 is great. That's very good. We're very happy with that. Okay, battle in Robber Home. We've got some Hellheardings. We've got Gerskogel in the center. We've got 4 or 5 Hangadrots. One of them in the center, ready and able to cast Horde of Skeletons repeatedly with our Ice Devils on the wings. We are up against some trash, Satyrs and Centaurs. So, let's see how things go. Gerskogel's firing off flaming bolts, which is pretty cool. The Hellherdings head on out. Nice. Gerskogel actually. She has already gotten 2 experience chevrons from her participation in various events, which is cool. And it actually, she has pretty high precision with her Flame Bolt, which is cool, right? I think it has minus damage and minus attack because of it. No. That's the actual wand itself, right? But the Flame Bolt has pretty high, it has a 2 precision, so on top of the 16 that she already has, so 18, and then 22 damage is pretty nice. 22 armor piercing damage at pretty high range. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So she's doing decent over here. I'm actually considering making her some precision gear and giving her some, like a decent bow or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. Just have her be some, like, sniper. Be cool to have, like, 20 plus precision and she's just out there with, like, a soul slay crossbow or something like that. That'd be pretty interesting. Okay, so we roll over this. There's not really much going on here. Nothing really happening. So, Robber Home, we lose a single hell herding for that. Very cool. We witness a battle again in Blue Moss Forest as a She-Lord comes in battling against some of these Vine Men. And here's the funny thing. Nothing's really changed. So the Ivy King casts some swarm. And then I guess actually he's spamming Vine Arrow. And now he's spamming Sleep. So we get back into the situation. And once again, I don't think they're going to be able to hurt this She-Lord. There's just no way they can actually hit the guy. Right? So casting a whole bunch of panic, cast Sleep Cloud. As soon as he becomes unsleep, he Sleep Clouds him. Right? And then it's back to panic spam. And this is hilarious. He routs him. He fucking routs him. That is crazy. And then he shrinks them. And that's funny as well. Round 2 lost against this fucking Ivy King. This Ivy King is just a boss. That's really cool. That's really interesting. That he keeps just getting got. All right, we got a couple of unexpected events. Some militia employed in defenses have been poorly trained. That's unfortunately we lost some defense. But in Lyratos we gained some air gems. Very cool. We have breached Robber Home, and then we did some patrolling. What is going on this turn? Okay, so we didn't get flooded by Helheim. There was not this just massive surge of Helheim forces into our lands. That's good. We are trying to keep eyes on the world at large. That is important. We're actually going to... I'm going to mess around with some stuff. Make some little efficiencies, basically. We'll have this scout head to Blue Moss and hold there. And we'll have Scout 7 continue forward. We need to get some vision on what's going on in the center of Tirnanog's lands. So probably the biggest thing is that we are storming the castle in Robber Home. We can see that Tirnanog does have a force right next to Robber Home. Now, it is very possible that, I mean, they can't see. We have glamour. They can't see everything that we have here, but they know we're here. So it's possible that Tirnanog's just like, nah, fuck that. I'm going in, and we get hit here next turn. It's possible, but I don't think it's likely necessarily. Necessarily. Jesus, words. I think Tirnanog is in a position where they are probably going to be hesitant to provoke me, right? I think they could win in a war against me in the long term, but they're currently fighting against Helheim, right? Trying to take back lands from Helheim's explosive outbreak, which is giving Abyssia some time to put together a response, right? So, and then they've got, Calum to deal with. I would assume that they are probably not going to take a shot at me for a throne that I don't think is going to win them the game, right? But I could be wrong. So, we'll see, shall we? We've got Hanga 5 as a Horde of Skeleton spammer. Hanga 2 and Hanga 1, I'm assuming once they're done doing a little bit of blessing, they are also going to default to Horde of Skeleton spam. I assume the same out of Hanga 3 and Hanga 7, though it's probably going to take them longer to get there. Oriax and Semeges are still up with their normal shenanigans, Liquid Body, Quicken Self, Resist Fire, just in case. Right. And we have the Sniper King Gearskogel, so that's cool. I'm really considering if we get to a point to where I have the opportunity, kind of like kitting Gearskogel out for like precision. That I don't know why, but I haven't made an archer in a while. An archer. And it just seems fun. So, I don't know, maybe we'll actually try to do that. Anyways, we are storming the castle in Robberholm. That's cool. And yeah, we are doing, that's mostly it, but we're doing a couple other little things. We are doing a whole lot of forging and a decent amount of ritual casting, mostly site searching. We are moving forces from Sinafe into Kronberg, and we are moving a new force in 10 into Pulmania. And this force is intended to be another blood hunting force. This turn we are forging another 5 Sanguine Dowsing Rods, which is part of the reason why our blood slaves are down so much. Another reason is because we are binding yet another Ice Devils. This will be Ice Devil number 5. We will potentially have one more Ice Devil, which is good because that's about the timeline. So we summon one this turn, then next turn we summon another, right? Then the turn after that. So this turn will gain 600 points. The turn after that will gain another 600, 700-ish points. And the turn after that will have Arch Double access. So, which should be pretty good. We're getting about 9 blood slaves per turn. 90 blood slaves per turn. Right now, if we add another province, that should be about 120, which is good, right? We probably don't need to go much beyond that. It depends. There's still scenarios where we could utilize going beyond that, especially as we go higher and higher into blood, going for things like Heliophagi. 120 is still doing 1 per turn, but getting into things like Demon Lords, right? There's a little bit more room to make up for that, so. And of course, we're going to want blood slaves for forging. We're going to want them for in-battle castings, for ritual castings, etc. So, which is one of the reasons why we are casting multiple bowls of blood, probably for now until we get all of our land site searched. Now, there aren't nearly as many like producing blood sites as there are other gem sites, right? I do not anticipate getting a whole lot of high economy of blood sacrifices based off of our site searching, but there are a number of interesting blood sites that do things like gain money or gain experience or what have you. So we're gonna search for them. See how it goes. We are doing a whole crap load of forging. We're forging a Bloodthorn with Loki because that will allow him to summon Archdevils should the time come. Also, we just need a Bloodthorn so that we can climb higher in blood. Easy peasy. We're forging another Amulet of the Dead because up here, Bune has taken an Amulet of the Dead. Bune has a reanimation bonus naturally of 0.4, right? So with a Amulet of the Dead, Bune makes 16 skeletons per reanimation. So every 2 reanimations is more than you would get out of 3 reanimations normally. Every, what is that, 10 reanimations? So it's 2 is 30 plus 2. So yeah, so once you get up to 10, it's like 160. Did I get that right? No, it's like 170. Right? No, it's like 160. I don't know. I'm not good at quick math. You guys know that. Anyways, it's fucking way more efficient. It's way more efficient than it normally would be. Now, Bune actually, because he is a 6-path mage, he actually has good research ability. So I'm not sure this is actually worthwhile, but one of the issues that I'm facing right now is I don't have enough chaff. I'm getting to the point where I'm having good mages, but I don't have sizable armies to deal with. Like, if we had gotten attacked by Calum this turn, if they brought in a massive force against us, they would siege down my forts very, very quickly because I have nothing to really respond to them with. We have 68 units in Saramatia. That's not going to cut it, right? But a couple of turns of reanimation, some additional turns of corpse construction, and we can absolutely get to the point to where we have some stuff going. Plus, we just don't have anything really that we're doing with Bune right now. So it's either research or it's reanimation. And his 18 research is not going to push us to a different breakpoint on what we're trying to accomplish now. Obviously, more research is always better over the long term, but we only have certain breakpoints that we can hit in the short term, so not worried about it. So he's going to reanimate. More corpse construction, a whole bunch of sanguine, dowsing rods, some site searches. We are starting to recruit our first enchanter here in Zimria, which is going to be good. We're probably, as soon as we get we might do this before, we'll see how it goes. But as soon as we get an enchanter, we're probably just going to be spamming arcane probing every turn for however long it takes to clear all of our stuff. More bowls of blood, more Haruspects, another Vine Shield. So we've got, let's talk about Bifrons. Bifrons is the other ice devil that we got, and this one is really cool. He is less physically robust, but he has 2 astral, which is cool. It's more, it's actually very useful from a thugging perspective because you can do things like body ethereal, right? Which is fucking dope. However, again, we're not in a war, so we don't have to use him right now. We're going to use him for his astral. He's going to make a Starshine Skullcap. That means we will have a Starshine Skullcap and a crystal coin. So if we have a free moment, Cold as Ice will be able to wear those 2 things, be Astral 6, and make a Ring of Sorcery, which is cool. Because then Cold as Ice would be Astral 7 with the Ring of Sorcery and be able to make a Ring of Wizardry. Fuck yeah. Path access out the wazoo. Hell yeah. Cool. But that's going to take a whole lot of Astral Pearls. We're kind of in that vein again where we do not have very many Astral Pearls. That's hopefully where the enchanters are going to come in. And probably, realistically, what Bifrons is going to do for many turns after this whole Starshine Skullcap thing, probably just going to be sitting on Astral Arcane Probing, right? We are still, right, we still have equipped him. If we need to steal his gear for some reason, we can. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to continue to stay ahead and always have the next set of gear ready when an Ice Devil comes out. So we're binding another Ice Devil. What we will need is we need a shield, we need a helmet. We have a Black Steel helmet, but that's not as good as, say, a what is the dragon helmet. So we need a helmet, we need a shield, and we need a ring of regeneration. So we're doing a vine shield, we're doing a dragon helmet, and we're doing a ring of regeneration. Then we're doing some more Vorses of Apsu, some more lightless lanterns, Haruspecs, continuing to research out the wazoo, owl quill every turn, doing another dwarven hammer. We're actually to the point to where dwarven hammers, we could make dwarven hammers every single turn and still make profit on our earth gems. Unfortunately, we're also casting gnome lore multiple times in a turn, so that doesn't quite equate yet. But hopefully those gnome lores will pick us up another 1 or 2. Hopefully they pick us up another 5, but hopefully at the very least they pick us up another 1 or 2 income in earth, and then, you know, we can dwarven hammer as we see fit. We're probably only going to have 2 or 3 more dwarven hammers in us, just because we're probably going to start needing the gems for other things, because we're, you know, doing things like armor of knights and shit. But at the same time, we're also probably going to get close to that point of not needing that many hammers. Right now, we're in full forging mode, so every hammer is getting used every single turn, which is good, but we're not going to be there forever. So that's pretty much all that's happening in Kohnberg. Over here in Osens, we're forging a Sanguine Dowsing Rod. And then in the capital, like I said, we've got a Bloodthorn, Amulet of the Dead, Gnome Lore, Corpse Construction, Armor of the Knights, Ice Devil, Dark Knowledge Reanimation, Sanguine Dowsing Rod, and Starshine Skullcap. So, pretty cool, pretty good stuff. Eternal Pyre's up. Gonna take 3 turns for us to hit Blood Magic 7. So that's gonna be turn 57. What is our goal? We've got 2 turns until the Palisades goes up in Defaros. Our goal right now is actively to take Robber home, take Defaros, and kind of continue to ramp into this blood economy. And what we're gonna hope, right? We're gonna try to hold down on Robber home and Defaros. And what we're going to hope is for an opportune moment where we can go for, say, Caves of Madness and Fester Fens or Yellow Caves and try to sneak a win. So I might... Part of the problem, right, is that we don't have enough people that can claim thrones. We need 5 thrones to win. So if we want to do something like a throne rush, we have to have, after we get Robber home, we have to have 3 H3s, basically. Or our god and 2 H3s. Right? We have to have 3 people capable of claiming a throne. And right now we only have 2. And I don't know how we get more, aside from doing something like Bishop Fish. Hey, are the dwarves? I doubt the dwarves are sacred. I sincerely doubt the dwarves are sacred. I don't think we can get anything, again, aside from like Bishop Fish. Let me check real quick. Helheim. We've got all available units. Hold up. Is there a hero? No. Oh, hold. Because we've got some code mods. We've got what? We've got Worthy Heroes on and Lucid's Thematic Gemgen. Yeah, there's no H3s in our heroes or anything like that, unfortunately. Actually, we're only missing one hero. We're missing the Hel, the Queen of the Underworld. Really not get Hel? Oh, I got Hel multiple times in my test game. She was pretty cool. What is the damn national only? Dwarves of the Four Directions. Yeah, they're not sacred, or they're not. Yeah, they're not priests. You know what? That could be an ultimate goal, though. We could aim to, and this would take a lot of effort, right? But we basically can already cast the Summon Dwarf of the Four Directions, right? We just need a air to be able to cast that. Which is super easy to get, right? Like with, well, I mean, with any number of things, we could just make like a winged helmet or a bag of the winds, or go for something like a robe of wizardry, or for something like a ring of wizardry or something, or we could just boost, right? But either way, we can cast this. But that's so many gems to try to get them. I guess that's a scenario, though. Like, increasing chance of hurricanes devastating provinces for each dwarf summoned. If all 4 dwarves are summoned, the world is cast in darkness, and a perpetual storm will cover the world. So we could potentially try to win by getting the dwarves all summoned, and then basically just weathering the retribution, right? Like holding the fort, basically, and then winning against. See, the thing about darkness, though, is the darkness is gonna hurt us in the vein of like our economy. But it's not going to hurt us very much from a battle standpoint. But it's also not going to hurt, like, Tirnanog very much from a battle standpoint. So I don't know. Perpetual Storm could be interesting, though. We'll have to look into this. This could actually be, like, a win condition for us, but I'm not sure. Okay. Anyways, that's going to be it for the turn. Pretty basic turn, but we're making really good progress. We're making really good headway. Our site searching is going well. It's not going like just phenomenally. We're not getting like way more than I expected, but we're getting about what I expected. We're getting decent enough as far as things go. So that's cool. Yeah. All right, that's going to be it for the turn. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye, everybody.